how we go. You know how we do things around here. So yeah, basically gonna come in here and I'm gonna clean. But before I do, I paired up some males this morning about 7 a.m. and I'm just gonna show you guys kind of what we're looking at. So again, nothing crazy. Not gonna do anything long. Eggs are looking fabulous, perfect, 88 degrees. That's what you love to see. I will say we had a prelay from Mojave Het DG Posset Cryptic. Really hope she proves Het Cryptic. If she proves Het Cryptic, it could be huge. But yeah, so that girl just prelay shed along with this girl right here, which is just a double het clown pied. As you guys see, she's looking pretty thick. Again, gotta clean tonight, so that is next on the agenda. What's going on, Mission? What's going on? Appreciate it. Appreciate you joining up. But yeah, no, basically just gonna look through some snakes and figure out if we got a lock or whatnot. So a few of these snakes really need a lock, and yeah, I guess we'll see. What's going on, James? What's going on, JNS? Appreciate you guys for joining up. Appreciate it. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and get started again. This is not gonna be a long live. It's probably gonna be maximum like 8-10 minutes max. I'm just gonna show you guys what I paired, if they locked or not, and what I hope out of the pairing, and then we'll kind of do that, and I'll tell you guys who's next up as far as what male to female ratio. So, all right, again, I gotta freaking label my shit. All these labels are not right. All right, first up, you know what? We're gonna start. Where are we gonna start? We're gonna start at the one that I do not think is locked up. So right here, Inchy Spinner Blast Het Puzzle. You guys know I was gonna sell her, ended up keeping her. She's building follicles. I mean, she doesn't have anything crazy because she hasn't been locked yet. But still trying for the OD Weirdo Double Het DG Puzzle to get going. He's producing sperm plugs now, so I know he's quote unquote ready. Has not locked yet, so this girl is like a test female. I'm not gonna lie. If she goes, she goes. If she doesn't, she's gonna be gone next season anyway. So yeah, and of course we don't have a lock. He is. Unfortunately, that's a expensive mistake there, and she's looking to tag me. But yeah, I should not have bought that snake. Honestly, I should have just waited and saved for the DG Het Puzzle. Ended up paying. What's going on, Joe? Appreciate it. Join up, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, no, I should have saved up and just waited for the DG Het Puzzle. But of course, as soon as I made the purchase, my buddy Arjun, Robbie, he listed up a double het DG Puzzle male. Again, doesn't have OD or anything in it, but he's a beast. He's been breeding everything. So basically, that male is worthless now and probably won't be worth half what I paid for it next season. But that's just kind of the game. It's kind of the game we're in. So next up, what do I have? Actually, over here. Okay, so Inchy High OD Het Clown, and nice female. Really nice. Got some nice traits in her. High OD is a favorite. Inchy looks good in clown. So this is a second lock. She's made really, really good progress. She locked once to the double het monsoon clown, and I'm expecting a lock right here. I mean, look at them. They're all spread out. Yeah, they're locked up back there. I can see them. You can see them. I mean, they're all spread out, spooning. They're straight up spooning, son. That I don't think I've ever seen a snake stretched out that far together, like straight up two pencils. Anyway, that's a lock. We like to see that. So that's an Inchy High OD Het Clown to a double het monsoon clown. Again, we're really hoping for a lot of visual clowns that come back het monsoon this season. We got a lot of chances, a lot of clutches that look like they're going to go to that double het male. And, I guess we'll just play the odds. It's going to be a lot of shed testing, but, in order to make that jump, that's what you got to do. All right, next up. Okay, so this is a huge one. I really hope they're locked up. Really, really hope they're locked up. So this female in this tub isn't labeled, but she's a hypo het DG, okay? And she's being paired right now, or I tossed him in this morning to the double het DG Puzzle. So obviously in this clutch, it would be amazing to hit a visual DG that came back het puzzle because it would be 100% hypo. So that could be huge. Visual DG, double het, hypo puzzle. Could be absolutely insane. So hope, because this female has not had a lock yet. She's stuck. She's not eating. She's a smaller girl, so she needs a lock. I know she does. She's been paired a few times with different males and never locked. For something here. And just like that, boys, just like that. That's how it's fucking done, son. That's how it's done. Oh, that's freaking nice. That's nice right there. That's nice. Let's go. I'm pumped for that. I'm pumped for that, guys. You have no idea. That female right there has not been on food for the past 3 months. Okay, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for a male to lock to her because I wasn't really sure, pairing wise, what I wanted to do with her. I didn't know if I wanted to try and shoot for the, just a bunch of visual, double visual, hypo DGs. I was like, you know what? Screw that. We're already invested hardcore this season on producing those hets and testing those possible hets and hopefully proving them. So screw it. That's the pairing we're going with. I guarantee you that female is going to get right back on food and probably shoot up and have a very strong chance of laying, just like this female right here that you guys saw. We pulled the first clutch from this female right here, that Pastave Double-Head Ultra Clown, the one that we got 5 eggs from in there. That female was not even 800 grams when she started breeding, and she laid 5 beautiful eggs, no slugs. That just goes to prove that female right there is probably right at 1,000 grams. I guarantee you she'll have a very strong chance of going just because she's been holding on for a couple months. So it's gonna help her peak. All right, next up, I know we have. What do we have? Okay, so I know we have the visual DG combo het clown male in somewhere. Let me see where he's at. I got to do some digging here. Again, I need to get a lot better at writing shit down. I've gotten lazy with it. What else we got here? What else we got? Okay, right here. All right. So you guys know I made a couple videos on this girl. So we picked this girl up. I'm not going to say from who. I don't want to bash anybody. That's not what it's about. It is what it is. People treat their animals how they treat their animals, but I treat mine like I want to be treated. Okay. We picked up this girl, and she was super skinny. She came from a really reputable guy. Again, not going to name names, but very skinny. She laid a clutch, quite a few months before that, and you can tell he just stuck her on kind of a maintenance food schedule, and she was really getting starved. I mean, she came here and she was very, very aggressive, trying to bite my hands and everything, taken out of the bag. She has slammed food. I'm telling you, this girl's probably put on 1,500 grams in a matter of a month, which is insane to me. I usually don't like feeding females heavy, but that girl, I mean, literally, female could have probably died at any day. She was so skinny. And again, I would be pretty pissed if I didn't know who this came from. I would think this animal had Nido or something. But yeah, I've already tested his other previous animals I got from this guy. Nothing. Clean, no mites, no nothing. So she came straight into the collection, but it just goes to show, if you're going to maintenance feed a snake, guys, just get rid of it. Don't maintenance feed a snake, especially a female that just laid a clutch. She needs that nutrition. Okay. All right. I'm gonna quit talking here, but let's see. Oh yeah, just like that. That's another lock. That's 3 for 3 right there, son. That's 3 for 3. That's 3 for 3, son. Look at that. Okay, so that's an inchy red stripe, pinstripe, DG het clown to a hypo het clown. Very, very excited about that. I'm gonna put them up because she's pretty skittish, as you just saw. She kind of took off. Very excited. So, wasn't gonna pair this girl, but she's been feeding super heavy, like very, very heavily, like I just told you guys. Put on a lot of weight in about. She's been here for probably 3 months now. She put on a lot of weight. She's starting to look healthy again. And, she's been on the kind of cold side a little bit. I ultrasounded her, saw some follicles. It's crazy what a solid feeding schedule will do for a snake, guys. I'm telling you, when in doubt, change the bedding in your tubs, okay? I'm telling you, it works. Change the bedding in your tubs if your females go off food in the breeding season and they're not about to lay. Change your bedding and feed heavy. I'm telling you guys, 2 of the best tricks and tips I can give you guys. Feed heavy and change your bedding often. You may think, oh, bedding's not a big issue. I'm telling you, most of these females in this rack and these 3 racks right here were off food. The ones that weren't even close to going were off food. I was like, man, what the hell's the problem? I'm feeding these guys. I'm offering food. They're not eating. They got ample water. They got perfect humidity. What the hell? Sure enough, I saw, so Justin, again, Canova, Patreon, very, very good bang for your buck, was on there, and he was talking about in one of his previous episodes how he started changing the bedding on his snakes a lot more often. I think they change every other week, which obviously us small guys, you can't afford that. Nobody can afford that unless you're big like that. But he was like, man, I change my bedding all the time. And I noticed a huge increase in the production of my females because they never went off food. They were just super clean, just always kept eating, pounding food until they laid. Telling you guys, I tried it, and almost every one of these females, especially this GHI puzzle female down here, that if you guys know and you're part of the channel, that female did not go 2 times the last 2 years for us. The first year I got in this last year, she did not go for us at all. And I'm telling you, it's the bedding changes because I kept on feeding and feeding and feeding. She kept refusing. All that rat poop and piss, regardless of what you think you cleaned up, there's always going to be rat shit and piss in there. And she would not eat. Sure enough, changed her tub size. give her a fresh bed of cocoa, boom, slamming food. Now she's got a very strong chance. She's over 30 millimeters, probably going to lay for me. I'm telling you guys, please, if you take one thing away from this live, change your bedding often, okay? Once a month at least. I'm telling you, once a month. If you can't afford it, start breeding rats. Sell the rats so you can afford the snakes. That's how I look at it, okay? Sell the rats so you can afford the snakes. I'm telling you, the rats pay for everything in this entire room. The rats could pay for these entire racks if I really wanted to wait that long. Again, I make about $600 to $800 a month on the rats. I could make more, but right now I'm in a building phase. I'm telling you, rats pay for everything in this entire room. They've already paid for it. I'm telling you, if I looked at how much I've made off the rats have paid for every single rack, all the incubators, the mini splits, everything you've seen in this room, these rats have paid for, okay? And I get it. Some of you guys say, "Oh, I can't breed rats because I'm in the suburbs or I'm next to people." There's things out there. There's a green, God, what do you call it? It's a growing fan, okay? It's a growing fan, and it's got like a black charcoal filter in it. And I'm telling you guys, if you're in the suburbs, like this room could be the biggest room that you have, okay? This little 12 by 16. You could have this room in your garage, and you could have neighbors stacked everywhere. Neighbors in front of you, neighbors everywhere. If you put one of those charcoal filters inside of there, in that room, it blows out air that doesn't even stink. It doesn't smell like rats, okay? So if you blow regular air out in a suburb, you're gonna get HOA calling you 100%. You're gonna get probably thrown in jail for breeding rats, against the HOA rules. But I'm telling you guys, if you buy one of those charcoal filters and you put it in the corner of your room and vent it out, you will not have any fumes. You won't even smell. Like, you could literally go up next to that charcoal filter on the outside and it would smell like fresh air. Okay? Again, you're going to have to replace them often because, rats put off a lot of pheromone and a lot of shit that you don't want to be breathing. Okay? But I'm telling you, there's no excuse. Okay? There's no excuse at all. The only way there's an excuse is if you got an apartment. And even then, I had an apartment before and I paid a little bit extra for a garage. You could hustle that shit out of a garage. I'm telling you right now. If you really wanted it that bad and you wanted to build the snakes that bad and you needed the money, you could hustle the damn rats out of the garage of an apartment. I'm telling you right now, you can. 100%. When you get a walkthrough, when your rent's due or whatever, and they want to do a walkthrough every year, however they used to do it when I was in college, just cover that shit up or move it. Put it in your damn truck or your car and haul it off until they leave. There's ways around it. I'm telling you guys, there's ways around it. And if you want it, you will get it. That's how I look at it. If you want this shit this bad and you want to grow and you want to build a business, you will make whatever the hell you need to make happen. Okay. What's up, JT? What's going on, man? JT will tell you. JT started from nothing. JT had a nice collection, and he got screwed. He got screwed by a guy that he thought was a friend. Screwed him, completely just disabled, like literally just basically gave him, his collection went from what he thought was a nice 100 to a straight 10% real quick. And I tell you, JT, he knows about it. If you're not in it, if you're not, I'm sorry, but if you're not balls deep in this shit and you're not ready to roll, you're not like 100% invested, you're not going to make it. You're going to be just an average Joe. You're going to be just like everybody else on Instagram. Nobody's going to give a shit about you. Nobody's going to buy your animals. You may get a morph market sell a month, but you ain't going to sell nothing. Nobody's going to remember your name. You got to go all in. I'm telling you guys, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going all in. Okay? Everything I make that's extra money that I don't have to pay my bills with, it goes back into the snakes somehow or the rats somehow. It goes into making that facility outside better that you guys see in the videos. It goes to making these better. These racks are getting upgraded. All these racks are getting sold. These racks served a purpose for my first 2 years. This third year, I don't need them anymore. I need ARS. I need Freedom Breeder. I need more space. Okay? These racks are awesome. They're great. For a beginner starter who needs a good jump, these racks are amazing. But they take up more room than ARS. I need ARS racks because I don't have a ton of room in this room right now. So I'm making everything I can count. Telling you guys, you gotta want it. You gotta want this shit. If you're comfortable with just breeding snakes and looking at cool shit, then fine. But if you want money and you want to build a legacy in this, you gotta go for it. There's too many people breeding ball pythons right now to be leisurely breeding and expecting like you're gonna make money. This isn't COVID. You guys see the market's fucking god awful. We got a shitty ass market. People are trying to sell snakes for a quarter of the price. Right now is the time to buy. Right now is the time to buy. I would be saving. I'd be working, if you guys needed money, I'd be working damn DoorDash right now, getting whatever you could get to buy snakes. Because snakes are cheap. You can buy a damn snake that used to be worth $5,000 for like less than $1,000 right now. Especially if you're buying multiple. You're buying multiple, people are willing to deal. People are ready to deal. They want their money. You know, they want to make money. Most of these guys, these big guys, have so many snakes left over in their racks, they don't know what to do with. Okay? So, again, just go all in. If you're on the ropes, go all in. You know, take a tip out of here. Change your bedding constantly. I'm telling you, it'll change your season. Change your bedding and feed heavy. You're not going to overfeed a female. Now, yeah, if you feed adult large ASF every day, you're probably not. It's not. First of all, your snakes are not going to eat hardly ever for you, you know, and you're going to be stressing them out. I'm not saying overfeed. Oh man, that sucks. Sorry about the word. Like we're straight up roughing it in here. Anyway, what I was getting at is you cannot overfeed your females when you're pairing. Okay, you're not going to. As long as they're locking and they're breeding, they're going to burn through all that like nothing. And again, the same thing with the males. You know, if your male's eating, I'm telling you right now, you need to keep on feeding him. Okay, if you do not, if you put him on a schedule where you're only feeding him, you know, once every time he gets off locking or whatever, you're gonna breed him out. Okay, you know, you gotta heavy feed your males in breeding season. Do not get into that situation like, oh, my male's too big, my male's too this. If he's breeding, he's not too big. Trust me. I mean, I've got males. I mean, that double het monsoon clown male that's in there, at one point, that male was well over 3,000 grams. And you guys see now, he's not going to eat every single week. Like, that male is pretty consistent. But, I mean, now he's dropped because he's been breeding. You know, he's already locked probably 9 to 10 females. He's probably dropped 800 to 900 grams and still, you know, even though he still eats, he's still dropping. You know, so you got to pay attention to that, guys. And I'm telling you, you got to heavy feed your males and your females in breeding season. That's what you got to do. You cannot take off from feeding. If you do that, you will not have any clutches. I learned the hard way. I had a couple females in here. First of all, before I learned the bedding trick and I didn't start changing out the bedding, I had a few females last year that were really good follicle size, and they ended up reabsorbing because I wasn't feeding them because I didn't change out their bedding. You know, and I didn't know that until this season. This season, I know that. But yeah, so we got a few more that we locked up, and let's see here. Where is the next one? Okay, so Vanilla Hypo right here. I was waiting to pair her. You know, didn't have anything to pair her to. I ultrasounded her the other day. She's like almost at 30 millimeters or a little bit over. So she needs a lock. I tossed in the yellow belly spot nose, stranger, het clown, posset monsoon male. Again, you know, not het hypo or anything, but it'd be cool to see a vanilla, what would that be? A vanilla yellow belly spot nose stranger would be het hypo, posset clown, posset monsoon for now, which is pretty cool. So let's see. I don't know if they're locked up or not, but oh yeah, look at that. Look at that, boys. That's freaking awesome. That's huge. You guys don't know how huge that is. I'm telling you. I've tossed multiple males in with that female throughout the past 2 months. Nothing. Tossed the double visual male. So the Inchy Champagne DG Hypo, tossed him in twice. Nothing. Didn't get a lock out of her. I know I didn't get a lock out of her because she's off food right now. She's not eating because she needs a lock. That's huge. That means, guys, we're 4 for 4. That's crazy. 4 for 4 on locks right now. I don't think I've ever had that happen. There's one more male. God, where's this? I think, what did I toss in? Oh, okay. All right, I know what I tossed in. So down here at the bottom, this male was done. He's listed on Morph Market, or he was. I think I got to update my subscription. But he's a clown head ultra male from Aussie. Proven breeder. Probably still going to keep him listed up if he's not already back on Morph Market. But tossed him in to a young double het ultra clown female. I don't think she's going to go, but, I mean, again, I've seen crazier things happen. So we're going to see. Yep, 5 for 5. 5 for 5. 5 for 5. That's all I'm going to say, guys. That's awesome. That's crazy. That means she's ready to breathe. That means she's ready to roll. Yeah, okay. You guys know. I went from having no chances at Ultramel Clown clutches to having a 5-egg clutch in there and then probably another one on the way. This girl's getting close. I don't think that was her prelay shed. It could have been. She had some really big follicles. I didn't really measure them because they were so big. So I don't know if that's her prelay or if she's just, you know, making her last push before she takes probably 2 or 3 weeks off. But again, crazy stuff, guys. This girl's probably next up on the ovulation list. Double het DG Clown. And, yeah, what's going on, 5-0? Appreciate you joining up, man. What's going on, Kevin? Dude, you missed it, Kevin. 5 for 5 on locks tonight, dude. 5 for 5. 5 for freaking 5. I don't think I've ever had that. I don't think I've ever had 5 males lock up, like all 5. That's crazy. So pretty cool. Super excited there. You know, got lots of stuff coming, guys. I mean, we got 2 clutches in. I'm telling you, these 2 clutch cuttings are going to be absolutely insane. You know, I'm just freaking pumped, guys. I can sit here and talk about this shit all night long. That's how freaking excited I am about this season. I mean, it's really, I'm going to tell you guys what it's looking like, okay? Just based off of what I've seen from ultrasounding, I'm going to give you my honest opinion on who I think is going to go this season. Okay, and I'm going to include the 2, obviously, that have already went because, you know, it's already on the ground. But I'm going to tell you guys the ones that I personally think are a 90+% chance that I'm going to actually see a clutch from this year. So, again, already pre-laid, so we're going to see a clutch. Whether or not it's good or not, I don't know. I don't think she's going to lay. I'm pretty sure this girl right here is going to lay, so we have more chances for Ultramel Clowns. 90% sure there. Inchy High OD Het Clown, 90% sure she's going to lay just based off what she's been doing. She's locked up right now. This girl's already laid for us. Pastel DG Het Clown, this girl is, I'm almost 100% sure going to lay. She went from nothing to jump to almost 15 millimeters in 1 lock. Very, very promising there. Normal double het DG Clown female right here, waiting on a prelay. She's already 35 plus. Couldn't even really see how big they were because they were already eggs, basically. So, yeah, very, very cool there. Right underneath her is a hypo het DG female. She's locked up right now. I give her a 90% chance to go as well just because of the fact she's been off food for so long. She's been waiting for a lock. She's going to make a huge jump. I'm telling you guys, that female is right around 10 millimeters. After she locks and I feed her probably 5 to 6 adult ASF over the next week and a half, I guarantee you that female will double what she's at right now. Below her is a, what is that, Inchy OD Spot Nose Het Clown. She's a young girl. She's got follicles. She's already locked with the double het Monsoon Clown once. I'm going to say probably not going to go just based on her age. She's not even 2 years old yet. Below her is the male, and then below that is the female that's locked up. So that's a double het Ultra Clown female, not even 2 years old yet. I don't give her a high percentage of going. Male underneath her, so obviously not going to go there. Black Pastel Pied, this girl's making a huge jump. She locked for the first time a couple weeks ago. I bet you she goes. Pastelvi Ultramel, this girl's going to go for sure. She's well over 25 millimeters, just taking her time. So that's another clutch that's going to go. This girl's already pre-laid, so we're expecting eggs there. Hypo Het Clown, I thought this girl was going to take off. I didn't think she was going to go. She's like a 15 or 16 female, so she's been around for a long time. Picked her up as a proven breeder. I didn't think she was going to go. Ultrasound her last time. She made a jump from like 6 to 8 to close to 15. I bet you she goes. Next up right here, Super Inchy Clown. This girl's 100% going to go. She's already over 25, I think, right now, slamming food. I'm telling you, she's definitely going to go. Next up, we have the Hypo Het Clown. I'm going to be honest, I don't think she's going to go just based off, you know, she's pretty small still. You know, she still needs another 1,000 grams on her, but she's locked up right now. GHI Puzzle, definitely going to go, sitting right around 30 millimeters. Very optimistic there. Below that, we have a Firefly double het DG Clown. She's definitely going to go. She's making huge gains. Very excited about that clutch. I'm telling you, she's going to go. Below that, we have a Calico Het Clown female that's locked 3 times. She's well over 35, waiting on ovulation from her. Definitely going to go. No issues. Below her, we have a High OD Fire Clown female in the bottom tub. That female's not going to go. I don't think so. She hasn't locked yet, so again, she could make a jump late year, but she's rejected a few locks, so I'm not really optimistic there. Pastel Red Stripe Het Monsoon, definitely going to go. She's sitting around 30. I think she's definitely going to have a strong chance of going. Pastel Clown, 50-50 chance here, so I'm just going to say no. This girl started with no follicles, and she's building up and stuff, but she's taking forever. I just think she'll reabsorb. Pastel Yellow Belly Double Het DG Cryptic. This girl, very, very strong chance she goes. Definitely over 90. She's looking very good. She's making huge gains. GHI Yellow Belly Het Puzzle, not going to go. She just hasn't done anything. She's already received 3 locks, pounding food. She eats every time, just not making any leadway. Pewter Phantom Mojave Het Puzzle. Honestly, this girl's making huge gains. She's well over 25. Definitely going to go. 90% chance. I'm going to say probably 100 with her. Next up right here, Super Pastel Phantom Mojave Wookie Pinstripe, whatever. Not going to go this season. She hasn't made much gains. She's on the cold side, but I just don't think she's going to go. Super Pastel Lesser Het Puzzle. This female, I give a very strong chance of going. She's a big girl. She's been slamming food. She's looking for food right now. She's locked once and making huge gains. Looking for a clutch there. Next up, Inchy DG. This female is definitely about to ovulate here in the next couple weeks. She was looking really, really good on ultrasound, so definitely a clutch there. You guys know Vanilla Hypo. That girl's over 30. So she's going to go. She's locked up right now with a stranger male. So super excited there. This bottom girl, I don't know if she's going to go or not, to be honest. I mean, she's freaking massive. This is one of the girls we recently picked up. What is that? Inchy Mojave Clown. Haven't paired her. I mean, she's got small follicles around like 6-7 millimeters. Big girl. I mean, she has a chance to go, but I'm just going to say probably not. You know, I don't know. I just don't think so. Next up right here, this girl, she's looking to eat is what she's doing. She wants to eat my hand. She's playing peekaboo with me. Inchy OD DG, very strong. This girl's been making huge gains. 90+% chance she goes for sure. Ivory Hit Monsoon. This girl's looking good. She's just playing she's playing the long game just like she did before. I'm gonna hope. Me hoping is saying that she's gonna definitely go. Me being realistic, probably not. Just gonna give my honest opinion. You know, I really hope she does, but she's played hooky for the past season and a half, so I don't know. Who knows? Pasto Lesser at Puzzle. I'm gonna say this girl's not gonna go just because she's not eating like she really needs to. I mean, she's a good size. She's locked, but she's not really interested in food all that much. She's kind of spotty. I'm gonna say no. Not going to go. Inchy Spinner Blast Het Puzzle. I'm going to say no, not going to go. Cinnamon Het Puzzle went, so we got eggs for her. Special Het Monsoon. I'm going to say no, unfortunately, even though I really wanted to say yes. She's just playing hooky. She's not really making a huge jump unless they... Again, some of these snakes could go later on in the year, and, you know, definitely no problem. But right now, I'm just telling you guys what I'm looking at right now and what I've seen over the past 4 months, and that's what I'm giving you my honest answers on. Krypton Het DG, no, has not made a jump. Been feeding crazy heavily, just doesn't want to make. Clown, this girl on the cold side has like 5 millimeter follicles, so probably not going to go. At least not right now. Pasto Inchy Double Het DG Clown, been pairing, been claiming food, thought she was building. Definitely probably not going to go. Last up right here, have a big DG female. And this girl is sitting right over 30 millimeters or so, and she's already locked once with the Double Het DG Puzzle. Probably get one more lock in. So, yeah, she's definitely going to lay a clutch. And then over here, I'm going to say this DG Het Hypo female is definitely going to lay a clutch. She's already growing some great follicles, so really cool. And, yeah, that's going to be it, guys. So, we have a lot of clutches on the way, needless to say. I think last year, I had to look at my records. I'm pretty sure we had around... what was it, 12 to 13 clutches last year, maybe? I don't even know if it was that many. It may have been closer to like 10. But, yeah, we're definitely, fingers crossed, going to blow that out of the water this season. You know, I mean, we've already got 4 snakes. Got 2 with eggs, and then 2 that have already pre-lay, and then 2 or 3 more that are very close to ovulating, and then multiple in the 20s and 30s. So, very exciting stuff, guys. Little update on this little feisty girl. That's a triple het DG Clown Pie we picked up from the Canova giveaway. She's freaking feisty. Yeah, extra food, dude. That's the thing. Kevin. I'm feeding a lot. they just don't want to go. But again, you know, it all depends, guys. I mean, some of these snakes probably won't make a move until later in the season. And there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you can feed them and you can breed them, but they're going to go at their own pace, or they're not going to go at all. There's nothing you can do. You know, so we're playing the game. You know, they're controlling it. We're playing it. Okay, these snakes are in control, and we're sitting back on the screen, just throwing them in there, like, hey, come on, you know, time for you to screw this one. So again, we're playing the game. We gotta stick it out. That's why most people have a bigger collection, or try to have a bigger collection, is because you have more chances for females to go. You know, that's just honestly the truth. I mean, I don't care. You could spend $200,000 and only buy, you know, double visual and triple visual females, you know, and only have 10 of them. And the chances of all 10 going are probably 0%. I mean, you're probably, if I had 10 females right here and they were breeding and I was pairing them and they were all to size and they were all eating, 3 to 4 out of 10 are probably going to go. Probably closer to 3. I mean, you ask any ball python breeder, they're going to tell you the same thing. I can't tell you, even in only the 3 years I've been doing this, I can't tell you how many times I'm like, oh, that snake is going to go. That snake is going to go. That snake is looking good. It's eating good. I checked follicles. It's got 0. Doesn't do it anything, you know. And there's just nothing you can do about it, guys. But that's the beauty of it. Same thing with cutting eggs. You know, we all get pissed off that we don't hit the odds on the eggs, but let's be honest. Would you guys rather not have any eggs and buy snakes? Or would you rather have a lot of eggs and not buy snakes. For me personally, I would rather have a lot of eggs and a lot of chances to hit them, even though I probably wouldn't hit 90% of the things I wanted to hit. I just enjoy cutting the damn things. That's, to me, is freaking awesome. Recording it and having a reaction and having people in the chat, you guys dropping comments like, "Oh shit, this guy hit this," or "That freaking awesome," that to me is pretty cool. I'm excited. Damn, Kevin, you got freaking crazy odds, dude. Send some of that shit my way, man. Only one ivory. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Kevin cut a really cool clutch. Go check it out on his Instagram. I don't know if it's on his YouTube. He's a slacker on YouTube, so I don't know. You guys can go bug him and tell him to start posting YouTube videos. But yeah, go check out his stuff. He had a really cool clutch cutting. I think his daughter cut the egg. So yeah. Anyway, lots of cool shit. I'm gonna quit talking. Again, I can ramble all day long. Appreciate all you guys joining up. Appreciate all you guys commenting. Yeah. Well, on to the next video. He said I tried YouTube, wasn't great. Speaking of YouTube, I've got a video completely edited and everything. I just got to upload it. I've been slacking. I know, guys, I've been slacking. So I'm going to try and get that up tomorrow for you guys and probably premiere it for, what is that, Wednesday? So, yeah. Anyway, guys, appreciate it. Rather, I wasn't. All right, Kevin, bro, have a good one. Thanks for joining up again, and thanks for everybody who watched this after the fact or joined up and participated. It means a lot, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.